I mean, if there was ever a superhero, it's got to be Jesus, right? I mean, is he not a superhero? I mean, in history, he's a superhero. He was always swooping in and saving the day. If someone was sick, he'd swoop in and heal them. If someone was demonized, he would swoop in and deliver them. If someone was dead, there was a funeral would go on. Jesus would show up and raise him from the dead. Don't you want Jesus to show up at your funeral? And no, you don't care? That's okay. You go be with him anyway, right? And he was clearly the superhero. So if he was the superhero, what were his disciples? Really? You don't know the answer to this? The answer is sidekicks. Everybody say sidekicks. They were sidekicks. But here's my question for you. Did he want to leave them as sidekicks? I think everything we read about the Gospels is the fact that he was training and mentoring these guys for 3.5 years, and his intention for them is for them to go from sidekicks to superheroes. And that's why he said, you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you. That's why he sent them out 2 by 2, and he said to heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, cast out demons, raise the dead. Everything that he did, he commanded them to do as well. And so when we look at this whole metaphor, when we talk about, last week we talked about, for example, the supercharger. And the thing about being supercharged, particularly today, is you don't actually necessarily need to see the supercharger. It can be under the hood. And so that car becomes a sleeper. How many of you know what a sleeper is? Looks like any regular car, but it's going to beat everybody else in a race because it's supercharged. And that's what you are. You look like the guy next door. You look like the gal next door. But you are not, because under the hood, you are not naturally aspirated. You are supercharged by the Holy Spirit. The same thing is true with our superheroes. So superheroes have a secret identity, right? You can't be a superhero without a secret identity that you try to keep a secret, except if you were Tony Stark, right? I am Iron Man. He wanted everybody to know. But for the rest of them, they tried to keep that a secret. And actually, Jesus was no different. I mean, when you remember, he came as the Son of God, but he didn't call himself the Son of God. What did he call himself? He called himself the Son of Man. And one of his very first miracles was healing the leper in Mark chapter 1. And he commanded him not to tell anybody. And what did he do? He told everybody. He told everybody. Jesus was trying to keep his identity secret, at least for a while. And then he was going to have the big reveal. And so we have a secret identity, but underneath, there's something going on.